Hello, Purple Heart Consciousness holders. This is Reverend Jerry Hobby, and I'm just so happy to be with you today. Today is an extraordinary day. And when I say it is an extraordinary day, is there's so much good that is unfolding all around us. The most important part is we get to pause, we get to think, and we get to reflect. That is what happens when we move into spiritual practice. It is truly the value of spiritual practice because we really get to discern what is really happening. Right now, we're celebrating a season for nonviolence, and Purple Heart has taken on that wonderful gift of giving, and it is giving 64 days of peace through prayer. What we have done is we've assembled a team of people that are offering prayers to support us in reflecting. It supports us in slowing down and finding the value of this thing we call life and the good that exists within the world. So I'm hoping that you really are appreciating the gift that we're giving. And today is no better than better because there is always more good unfolding, as Emma Curtis Hopkins would say. Our theme today is generosity. And what I love about generosity is generosity supports us in looking at life in a different way. The most important part that we get to remember about generosity is that generosity is an important part of our living. Mother Teresa reminds us, and this is great wisdom, that there is a hidden poverty more pervasive than the lack of money. It is the poverty of the heart. Generosity is born of the heart. It is that part that creates and interweaves itself. It creates that thing we call interdependence, where we are able to lift each other up and support each other in our growth, in our good. And that good is a good that blesses everyone. I always say we should set people up to succeed. And Simone Bouvier shares this thought. She says, that's what I consider true generosity. You give your all, and yet always feel as if it cost you nothing. I have a special gift for you today. It is a prayer from Dr. Gary Wines. He's going to share a prayer on generosity. I'm going to invite you to tune in, to open your heart, and allow your heart to be blessed by his spoken word and the energetics, the wisdom, the light, and the love that he has to share.
So I'm Reverend Dr. Gary Wines. I am a CSL ordained minister for several years. I've held several positions in the Centers for Spiritual Living community. I currently am speaking to different churches. I speak at different churches and in the Inland Empire area, and I'm seeing the opportunities for my ministry to show up for me. So with that said, I'd like to go ahead and move into prayer. So join me in that place. Join me in that field that we know is there, that we can meet in, that we can share in, that we can see the energies flowing in and around and as us, and we allow ourselves to be filled up by this energy, to be filled up by this wonderful spirit, the spirit of love, so that it allows me to be the expression of that love. It allows me to be giving, allows me to be generous with my heart, allows me to be that part of the spirit that is the gift that keeps on giving, that allows it to continue to grow, to allow it to be that wonderful expression flowing through me as me into the world, helping others, helping my community, helping my country. And as I embrace this idea that I am full of this this wonderful energy of love. And that generosity of spirit is now part of who I am. It comes out. It continues to give. It continues to flow out of me and into others, into the place that is needed. And as I see that being fulfilled, I recognize that that gift that has been given continues to grow, continues to flow, continues to know that it is creating a greater expression of itself, a greater expression of that love, a greater expression of the joy and peace that comes from that givingness. And I celebrate this joy. I celebrate the love that within and this generous heart that continues to give, that is part of me, knowing that as I continue to give, that I am blessed. Because as I give, I invest in the lives of others, in the lives of my fellow man. And as I do that, the blessing goes both ways. Not only is the person that received the generosity of my act blessed, but as I am as well. As I choose to allow this to flow through me, I am deeply, deeply moved that I have the opportunity, that it was already set up in motion, and that I now have an opportunity to take this into the world, to allow it to be that expression of who I am coming through me on a moment per moment basis. And as I see that clarity, that love expressing out of me, I recognize that I also receive. So I accept the gift. I allow that to be part of my blessing. And I choose to now let this energy move forward, move into the spirit that it needs to, into the individual and the country, into the world that needs to be. I see it clearly. I see the joy expanding. I see the love expanding. And I know that as I continue to give, I continue to be blessed as well. I now release this word back into that space, into the spirit, into the God self, knowing that I have done what I need to do. I have done the work that I need to do, and now I let God do what God does best. Allow it to grow, flow, and know that there is a wonderful expression, a wonderful demonstration that is not only perfect, it is not only exactly what needed to happen at the right time, but it is what everyone touched by this spirit needs to have. I allow it to move forward into the space, into the knowingness, and let it be so. And so it is. Amen. Thank you.
There is value in spiritual practice. Do you need prayer? Download this app in your app store. Send us your prayer request, and we will pray with you.